Lesson 9.6. Today, if I had to give it a friendlier title, I would call it Shortcuts. I think the lesson will go fast. The video should be short. Today we'll be talking about families. These families come in groups of 3, so we will call them triples, specifically Pythagorean triples. And a Pythagorean triple is any set of integers, again that'll be 3 of them, that work in a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And you probably already know one of these families. It's called 3, 4, 5. A cousin to it would be 6, 8, 10. And you could multiply them by 10. You could do all sorts of things to finding more relatives of that particular family. Another family is 5, 12, 13. Again, not only could you multiply, you could also divide. So if I divided them by 3, we could get 5 thirds, 4, and 13 thirds. Less obvious, but still a family. 7, 24, 25. There is another family. There are many families, by the way, besides the ones I'm listing. These are the 4 most common. In fact, I think if you know the top 3, actually, well, you kind of need to know all 4 of these. They show up in problems, and it just becomes a shorter, faster way to do a problem. Reduced triangle. To solve a problem faster, quicker, if you notice that there is a way to reduce the difficulty by using multiplication or division to get a similar but simpler triangle, then do that. Find the missing side, step 2. Number 3, switch it back. Make sure that whatever you did initially, whether you multiplied or divide, that you undo that for your original answer. All right, let's look at this one here. Again, we've got a right triangle. One side is 77, 55, and x. Note that 77 is the hypotenuse. So I could set it up as this. But a simpler problem to be solved would be this one. I'm going to change the variable just so that I know that I'm not solving for x. I'm actually solving for a different variable. And when I'm done, I'm going to have to change that m back to x. All right, so we get m squared is equal to 49 minus 25. And so m is equal to the square root of 24. Which, if we reduce it down and pull out a 4, we get 2 root 6. So now, switching it back to x, x would equal then 7, not 7, oops, 11 times 2 root 6. So 22 root 6 would be my final answer. Okay? Again, that was not using a family, but that was just using this reduced idea. So here this kind of uses both. 7.5 is an ungainly fraction to use in Pythagorean sense. So if we think about like how could I fix that? Well, clearly multiplying everything by 2 fixes things. So we get 8, 15, and then we clearly know, oh, that third side has to be that 8, 15, 17 family. So m is 17, so then I have to divide it by 2. Whoops. Make sure you always undo. And we get 8.5. Or 17.5, whichever way you want in this case. All right.